Hello to everybody out there that's watching this video. Welcome to my channel, or hopefully welcome back to my channel. This time around is time for me to do a small check-in. Now, what you're going to see today in this video is not going to be some sort of big transformation video. It's not going to be, oh, my life changed overnight video. And yeah, it's not going to be that crazy. It's just going to be a check-in for my small wins that I had in the last few months. The whole idea of this channel is basically based on these small wins because, well, I have to take a good look at a bigger picture, and it's going to be a journey and it's going to be slow, but yeah, the end result is going to be worth it. So there are things that I mention in other videos, but I'm going to be telling you everything that happened in my life in the past few months so you can get a better idea about what these small changes can do in order to improve your life. This can be applicable for me, for you, and for anybody who wants to try it. Let's start with YouTube because you're watching this as a video on YouTube, so let's go into detail about that. As of the moment of this recording, I have 3 subscribers on my channel and around 150 total views. I mean, it's not great, but it is something. It's nothing crazy, but it's still worth it because, again, it is part of the process. I am still uploading every 3 to 6 days, basically, even though maybe there's going to be a break between 2 videos a little bit bigger than that. But the important thing is that, again, this is part of the process of improvement, and I am not here because I want to quit. So within its own terms, this is basically one of the small wins. But if we were to talk about something that's a little bit more real, well, some other things happen in my life. One of the things that I have to tell you is that I really like drinking Coca-Cola. I really enjoy it. I did enjoy it so much basically that I would drink it every single day. And when we are talking about Coca-Cola, I mean a bottle of 2 liters or 2.5 liters would be just gone in like 2 days, not even 2 days sometimes. The problem about this is that it's not the best thing that you can do with your own body, and especially wasn't for me since that was the only thing that I was drinking with absolutely no other kinds of liquids whatsoever. But yes, I did want to make a change, and like I said, I do enjoy Coca-Cola, so I don't want to eliminate it at all. My point here is to change things for the better, but I don't want to eliminate the fun parts of life, so it's my own decision what I want to keep and how. But yes, I did make some changes. Now, things are different because I am trying to stay as hydrated as possible. This has a way bigger impact on the whole body than anybody can think of. So, as a result, I'm drinking water every single day. And like I said, I still want to have a little bit of fun and leisure in life. So yes, I'm still drinking Coca-Cola, but this time is occasionally. So what I was doing before with Coca-Cola, drinking a whole bottle of 2 liters in not even 2 days, well, it's a thing of the past. Now, if I open one, well, 5 liters, it's going to be gone in at least 5 days. And if I don't drink like a whole bottle of 2 liters and I'm drinking something smaller, like a half a liter bottle, like a can, which is just a little bit above 300 milliliters, I can go multiple days between the 2 drinks. It happened to me in such way that I went like 3 days or 5 days between the 2 drinks. But the most important part for me was when I managed to not drink a single drop of Coca-Cola for 2 weeks straight. Another thing that I have changed is my eating habits and my sleeping habits. When it comes to eating food, I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious. I didn't start any kind of specific diet, but I am trying to get things in order. So I'm not trying to do intermittent fasting basically, but I have tried to keep myself in the 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. range of eating, mostly plus minus, a couple of hours depending on the day. But I'm trying to eat less food when I'm at the table and, have the snacks that I eat to be a little bit more healthy, like eating fruits, for example, which I wasn't doing before. And even in the department of sleeping, things are different. Now, I still have to go to work, but because I work as an Uber driver, I can make my own schedule. So basically, it doesn't really matter when I sleep and when I wake up, because I can just go out there whenever I want. And even though this kind of situation gives you pretty much a lot of freedom, is going to become a burden at some point because it's going to affect you in a negative way. In some situation, I used to stay up very, very late, and actually, well, obviously, I was waking up very, very late. But this also has to change because sleep is another important part of you being as healthy as possible. So for the past month, I actually managed to change my sleeping habits, go to bed earlier, and actually wake up early in the morning at the same time. And even though I'm not talking about going crazy like waking up 5 a.m. or something like that, this still is a small improvement and a small win within itself. And I know there is a thing that everybody focuses on. While I was doing all of that without having a certain plan and without trying to go ultra crazy, I ended up changing a lot of things in my life, and that helped me lose some weight. Yeah, that was a thing, and I didn't do anything that was crazy or revolutionary. Didn't try to become a fitness influencer or something like that. Basically, I just stopped sabotaging myself. And fortunately for me, that was enough to lose a few kilos. So again, we're talking about another small win here. So here's the big moment of realization, which is another opportunity for me to talk about the fact that I tried before to have YouTube channels and it didn't work. Because what I did before and what we as people do in general is waiting for big moments, for big results, for big pulses of motivation. The thing is, we're trying to do all the things that we want with the minimal amount of effort, but we want maximum results, which is not feasible. The reality is, if you really want to improve, then you have to go through change. And changing yourself is going to be a tedious process, is going to be slow, but the end results will be absolutely great and they are going to be worth it. If I take my own example with my small changes and my small wins, it's going to be about drinking water instead of drinking soda. It's going to be not quitting your YouTube activity even though you have low numbers. It's going to be about waking up in the morning instead of waking up when everybody else is having lunch. So this small wins check-in is exactly what you get from this video. Because right now, in this moment, my channel is small, the audience is small, and yeah, the progress that I made, even though it's progress, is still slow and small. But because I managed to put in the work, here's the situation. I managed to create some habits, and that's important because those are just the first few steps. My habits are now real, and those are real because of the small wins that I just mentioned. And those small wins, if they are repeated long enough and they are considered like the first brick of what's about to come, well, they will be not small anymore. So, if you're in the same situation like me, if anything happened to you this week and you consider it to be a small win, that's great, that's fine. Keep that, protect that and build on it. So, we have small wins to be talking about, we have something to build on, we have habits, and we have progress. In the hopes that the results will be even better, I'll be seeing you next time on the next check-in.